From the Flow Sports Show is Jace Regan on the latest in this Eyre Peninsula football situation involving the Midwest Football League. Hey Jason, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, Flo, man. It's something different being back on the phone line, but I feel like I've been on the phone for most part of the last 4 days, to be quite honest.
Yeah, you have been, and the calls keep rocking in because the news continues. As I look at it across the spectre, and Midwest Football, from their meeting last Thursday night, had voted to continue with 4 teams at the end of a meeting. It appears that there may be discussions going on with those 4 teams, and it could see the demise of the Midwest Football League.
Well, it's highly likely that that's now the case, Flo, man. There has been some more developments, and we need to go over some conflicting reports that we're receiving about how the initial meeting went down. So we first reported that the merger between Central Eyre and Woodney United had gone to a meeting of the club presidents and delegates. There were 8 people eligible to vote. I believe the Netball Association presidents were also in attendance, but it was just the football presidents and the delegates that actually had voting rights at this particular meeting from all reports. It appears once the merger intention was made known at that meeting that the remaining presidents actually voted to expel that merger from the Midwest competition. So we're waiting to get some sort of confirmation on this one way or the other. We've heard conflicting reports. Were they expelled? Looks like we've got some proof that a vote was taken, and that vote was 8-0, Flo, man. So they were all in consensus that that merger wouldn't be playing in Midwest, and no contact by that merger group had been made with Eastern Eyre before that meeting. Their intention was to play in Midwest. So that's an interesting development.
That is a really very interesting situation because it changes the complex of what the other clubs were thinking and what they then were deciding to vote, how that came to be a decision that was taken, if that is to be the case. Okay, has anything else developed with those other 4 clubs?
Yes, so Elliston at this stage are in limbo. They're really in no man's land. Woodney United, of course, as we know, with Central Eyre now off with a merger, they will be approaching Eastern Eyre shortly. They had a meeting last night as their newly formed club. We haven't had official reports out of that meeting yet, but I'm led to believe out of that meeting that their resolution was to contact Eastern Eyre and seek acceptance, and that SA Community Football will have their back on that. If they choose to go in there and Eastern Eyre accept them, they will go in. Another meeting that we know has happened in recent days is a meeting between Far West, the West Coast Hawks, and Wirralur. An opportunity maybe for those 2 clubs to join Far West for the season to come. And I can tell you this, Flo, man, and I'm absolutely confident that this is the case. I'm not sure what Wirralur's situation is, but I do know that when it comes to the West Coast Hawks, the committee is going to have to sell its members on this. Not everyone's on board, so the Hawks are going to have some fractures to settle in this situation, which is sad for them because it's not a situation of their making by any stretch. So, look, I'm not sure where it's going to land. At the moment, we cannot get an official comment pretty much out of anyone. The SA Community Football now have called in a media liaison person by the name of Paula Brinkworth, who we're trying to get in touch with at the moment to see if we can get anyone to actually come on the record and talk about this. But don't you worry, I've had plenty of people ring me and be prepared to talk off the record and feed me some information. It's just a case of sorting out the truth from the chaff at this point, Flo, man.
Yes, there is much happening, and thoughts with everyone. It is an emotional issue for each of the clubs, and to see something that you've been playing in for many, many years, and I guess the bringing together of Midwest football 25 years ago, I guess now, it is going to be tough for everyone involved as we see these fractured situations emerge. We'll talk more to you, Jason, through the week and on the Friday night sports show, and we'll look forward to that.
Excellent, Wayne. Thank you.